Welcome back to Tequila Tales. I'm Tequila Tim. Today we are learning the art of brining a turkey with tequila. Yes, it's something I've been doing for many years, and if you have not brined a turkey, well, you'll learn about that too. But today you'll get my personal brining recipe, and I'm gonna give you a lot of tips about that while under the influence of agave. This is Reyes Sol Tequila Extra Añejo right here. Coming up after the break, you'll get my full recipe, including tips on how to brine a turkey in general. You don't have to use tequila or any agave spirits. I totally urge you to do it though. Stay tuned, full recipe coming up after the break. Once again, this is my tequila turkey brine, how to brine a turkey with tequila. I'm Tequila Tim. I'm sharing with you a little recipe I've been working on over the last many years. It's something I incorporate into my Thanksgiving, which I've been hosting about 12 years in a row. I do one traditional bird, and I do one bird that is brined with tequila. So let's talk about that and talk about what exactly a brine is. Thanks again for watching, and please subscribe to the channel. You're gonna see coming up another video about this with my full Thanksgiving experience. It's gonna be absolutely wild, and I'm creating that turkey brine based on feedback and suggestions I get in the comments below. So like, comment, most importantly, subscribe. We usually do tequila reviews and talks under the influence of agave. Today we're throwing that all out the window, and we're going with the recipe that I created that incorporates brining a turkey with tequila and other stuff, which you'll find out right now. So what is a turkey brine? Well, brining is a process that's been around for many years. I haven't seen it with tequila until I started doing it, and I've seen other blogs post little tidbits about it, but they don't use nearly enough tequila, and that's just my opinion. I love tequila, I love agave spirits, so I incorporate it into anything that I possibly can. So in this dish, I incorporate tons of tequila, but let's again talk about what a turkey brine is and what it does. So it's the process of soaking a turkey in a bag, and I totally urge you to get these brine bags right here, or any brine bag that's an official gourmet, or doesn't have to be gourmet, but a brine bag, a plastic BPA free plastic bag. Do not use trash bags, do not use a cooler. I know you can clean it out and get all the gook and filth out of it, but please do not do that. It is disgusting. Use a bag that's never been touched before, something that you can seal up really nice and make sure you don't lose any of that juice when you're soaking it, right? And I don't mean just this juice here, I mean the stuff that you're gonna make with your marinade, right? So a marinade, again, or a brine, as we call it here, is a way of not only adding flavor to the bird, but it keeps it tender and it keeps all the juices in, because what happens is it tenderizes the meat. I love tenderizing my meat. This will tenderize your meat. And when you make your brine and you soak the turkey in it, which usually go about an hour for every pound or so. I do it overnight. There are rumors you can over brine a turkey or over soak it, but 12 to 16 hours are usually pretty good. If you have a bigger bird, you want to go longer. I got a small bird just for this demonstration today. My Thanksgiving turkeys, the two of them that I'll be doing, will be much larger. But again, today we're just doing a little thing to get out there ahead of Thanksgiving so you can hopefully incorporate this recipe or some ideas from it into your own Thanksgiving. The brining process, if you've never brined a turkey, is something that you're gonna absolutely love. It adds so much flavor, it keeps the meat nice and tender, and it locks in the juices so that when it cooks, it stays juicier. Now, you don't want a dry bird. No one wants that. You've all seen Christmas Vacation where the bird comes out and it's dry. That is my biggest nightmare in Thanksgiving, and I've been hosting it a long time, you guys. I get great reviews every single year. That's why I do it my way with the brine. So let's talk about what I have in my personal brine recipe. So first and foremost, the process of brining goes something like this. You take a big pot of water, which is why I have the water here, right, as an ingredient. You'll need 6 cups of it. This is just for demonstration. You're gonna take that into a pot and you're gonna mix it with just about everything you see here. And you're gonna cook it and you're gonna simmer it, and then you're gonna cool it off. You're gonna place the bird in the brine. In our case, we have a young turkey from Publix, a very popular chain here in Florida. Don't go out and get any turkey that's a butterball or a pre-seasoned turkey. It's gonna ruin the brine. It'll not turn out. You don't want a kosher turkey either because it's already been salted. The brine process is a process of bringing salt to the bird, again, to keep the moisture inside, okay? Very important point. So again, we're gonna cook this up into a marinade of sort and boil it, and you'll see that process next. This is a several day process that you'll see. It's over a couple days, so you might even see me look different in the next episode. I could have a long beard, who knows? My brine goes with the following ingredients. The turkey, obviously very big component. The first thing you do is take your turkey and thaw it. This is a young turkey that is a whopping 10 pounds, very small bird, which is why I don't have a lot of ingredients. Usually I have more, I have a whole plethora. Again, subscribe to my channel. You'll see my 2021 Thanksgiving turkey. I urge your comments to put in new ingredients. Might even try it with mezcal this year, who knows? So you've got to thaw this out. The best way to thaw it out is take it out of the freezer and put it in the refrigerator, right? Do not leave it out on your counter, that's unsanitary. Let it thaw, let it naturally thaw out, and you're gonna have a great looking bird. Then after that, you're gonna take everything out. You're gonna get rid of the giblets and everything, the inside, all the interior of the turkey. Again, you'll see that process on the next video. Let's talk about the things that I have in front of me that go into the brine. So we have water, that's gonna be the basic stock of the entire pot. Now in that water, we're going to mix in some kosher salt and some apple cider vinegar, right? A lot of brine recipes have herbs, peppercorns, and other things that you can add in terms of spices and natural herbs. However, this is my way of doing it. I don't go the traditional savory way. That's what I do in a different bird. But in this recipe, I use straight up pepper, lime, salt, tequila. I want heat. I want the chile. I want this to be basically like a Mexican Thanksgiving, which is a shot I did in college many, many times, too many. Apple cider vinegar is something that you can use not only to lose weight and take in gummy form every single day, and you know you've seen all those remedies online, but you can also add it to your brine mix and it'll tenderize the meat, right? There's a lot of different recipes online that call out apple cider vinegar for the only ingredient, a single-use ingredient for tequila turkey brine, minus the tequila. I'm adding the tequila myself. So you're gonna cook that all up, you'll see that in the next video, and then in the bag, you're gonna take everything, make it cool, and you're gonna put it in this bag, and you're gonna pour the tequila on top of it. Now, I use Milagro Reposado because I think a Reposado has a lot more flavor than just a basic Blanco tequila. You can use any tequila you want. I urge you not to go out and buy an expensive tequila for it. You're just wasting it. Get something that's very cheap and you can get in quantity. Like this right here is a 175. I've used Milagro the last several years and it's always worked out great. You're gonna pour that over, put it in the bag. You'll see again this process coming up. And you're gonna soak it in the refrigerator, about an hour for every pound. You can even go 2 hours if you want for every pound, maximum of 2 days. So think ahead of your Thanksgiving and do it this way. Every other ingredient you have here is either for aromatics, or in this case, this is gonna be the rub we're gonna use on the outside of it, right? So you've got lime, peppers, poblano peppers. We got some red peppers here. I believe these are chiles, and jalapenos. And these are all gonna be diced up and used in different manners you'll see around the bird. And of course, we've got onions, because you gotta cry when you're making this, right? Everyone loves to cry, and especially my friend Butch. But we're gonna whack this thing all up, make it, and you're gonna absolutely love this season. You're gonna absolutely love it. And I promise you, on all this tequila that I have here, that this will be the best turkey brine you have ever had. Okay, so here we are with our brine bag with the turkey in there. Again, I have cleaned it, all the giblets are out, and it is totally ready to go. I added ice on the bottom of the bag. Because the brine hasn't totally cooled off yet, you can cheat and add ice if you want. Adding ice actually every once in a while is a pretty good thing because the bird is gonna soak up your brine and you wanna make sure it's totally submerged in water. So either add ice or water or both to make sure that everything is covered. Again, highly recommend the brine bag, you guys. These are super important. Don't be that person who puts it in a cooler. It's dirty, it's disgusting. I've seen people with recipes online that claim they have the best turkey brine ever and they make it in a cooler. It is disgusting. Anyways, Milagro tequila is tequila of choice for me for brining, just because I like what the reposado passes on to the bird, and getting a 175 of this is very budget friendly. I joked last year that I spent like $40 on a bird and $200 on tequila to brine it, and that's sometimes the case, but when you want a good bird, you want to impress your guests, you can't settle for nothing but the best. So I'm gonna put the tequila in first because I want to get that soaking. And again, there's no right or wrong answer to your brine. This is just simply one that I've come up with that works. You can add whatever you like. If you want a more savory bird, go with rosemary, thyme, stuff like that. That's a more traditional recipe. And there we have it, starting to soak. And finally, I'm going to take the brine that I just made and pour it over the bird as well. You can see it's still hot. I'll be adding more ice to this as well. It's pungent. And there goes all the crushed red pepper. Here we are. So I'll be adding more ice and water to cover the bird. You want everything to get submerged so it absorbs that flavor. It really locks in everything. You can see that nice crispy skin that everybody likes. Again, you're gonna wanna soak this in a refrigerator or a cooler, which a cooler is kind of a pain because you have to refill it with ice all the time. But if you have a refrigerator, an extra one, or just room in your regular refrigerator, I highly recommend that. About an hour for every pound. You can go 2 hours if you like. Just don't over brine it for like 3 to 4 days because it takes on way too much salt. And that's not a good thing. So again, this is the brine bag. The bird is gonna sit in there and we're going to refrigerate it an hour for every pound. This will be a quick one because it's only a 10-pound bird. So I'll have this thing going early tomorrow. And per usual, we got done with the turkey, cut into it and started eating it while we were drinking tequila and forgot all about the final segment of this video. So this is a past clip of a little bit bigger bird that's nearly done. Probably another hour and a half on this one and it's done. You can see the top started to crisp and brown. You can see the chile rub seasoning all burnt in there and crispy, and that's gonna be really nice on the skin. Please subscribe. You'll see the new one I'm doing for the 2021 Thanksgiving. But at the end of the day, you're going to get your turkey and enjoy it just as much as we did. Highly recommend using this recipe. Again, subscribe. You'll see more uses for tequila, more videos on what you can do with tequila, cooking with tequila, drinking tequila, tequila reviews. And of course, in a couple weeks, you're going to have an all new updated video of my 2021 How to Brine a Turkey with Tequila video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.